All right, so this what if Deku had a light quirk, which he hasn't showed or displayed the quirk yet, but I will get into this. This would be part 2.5 because I do need to give some backstory. During the sports festival, Deku's there and he's analyzing a crap load of these people's quirk and stuff, right? So he's like watching them and learning how they do things and like watching all the fights and all that type of stuff, right? I'd probably say Todoroki doesn't use his flame side like off rip, but like he might have like a different influence of doing it because he wants to spite his father while using the power or something to that effect. But we'll come to that role when we cross it. Plus, I also wanted to do a part 2.5 because I need to put a poll down because it was so many mixed. Like some people was like make him a vigilante, some people were like make him a good guy, make him a bad guy. So I'm gonna put the poll up. Go to the poly poll, and we'll make it work. But pretty much what we're gonna discuss on this is some backstory with the Deku or whatever. So how we got this back? Don't lick me, cat. Come on.
I can't.
Yes, I understand. I'm awesome. But so after the after the sports festival, pretty much what's going to be happening is he's going to analyze all the quirks. He's going to be talking for All For One. We haven't got introduced to any of the new people, but All For One does ask him, like, I'm pretty sure I'm saying this man's name right, but All For One's going to be kind of like, so, what's your dream? And right now, I'm gonna leave it very vague because y'all haven't, made the decision which direction. Because I can go any direction, evil, good, vigilante. I can go either way with it. But he's gonna be pretty much like, I want to change the hero society because it's unjust that they treat me like this, and it is not fair that they treat me in such regards due to this simple fact. And he's kind of bugging out as saying this, and All For One can see this, or One For All. He can see this and he's just like, don't worry about it. We'll continue this talk later. Just go ahead and do your daily research, blah, blah, blah. But as of right now, Deku does not know that his research and stuff is being used to create no moves. It's killing people, turning people, and all this stuff. That may change depending on the outcome. It's kind of like a video game where like you decide your next decision and it changes the whole course of the game. Also, he does all like a good chunk of training with Razor, and him and Razor are training and they're getting fairly comfortable. But one day, he sees a really weird portal. Okay, so basically, after Deku takes care of everything's taken care of, he sees a weird portal dimension opens up. Pops out DK. And he pops out the cut. He's like, got his sword ready. Is the gunslinger here? Am I on the right one? And Deku's like, who are you and what is your quirk? Dude's puzzled, right? He's like, so on a scale of 1 to 10, how evil are you? And then it would be like a brief little summary, but like sum it up would be pretty much like where he's like, I'm not evil, I just the hero society. And he gets all morbid about it. He's like, all right, you want to fight? He's like, sure, but I'm not a weakling like I used to be. Yeah, I've heard it before. Let's fight. So they commence with the hand throwing. And after this fight's over with, DK's down on the ground just like, oh, so that's what an L tastes like. And there's craters everywhere and burnt marks everywhere. DK's not in the best predicament. And he says, I thought you didn't have a quirk in this version. Oh, no, I do. Just most people don't know I do. It's a secret. So did All For One give it to you? He's like, no. I was born with this one. It just took a little time for it to come in. Oh. And then like the mood changes immediately and everything goes dummy morbid, right? Because he's like, if you tell anyone, I will have to end you. And he's like, oh, you kill. Okay. I understand. Bro, we good. DK goes back in portal. I'll catch you later. Now, where's that harem one at? And he pretty much leaves. And then Deku just brushes it off like, okay. And we could be getting into the part where they would do the internships. but that's going to be for part 3, and I'm not going to do that just yet because this around this time period is around the sports festival and stuff, right? So we would kind of keep along that line, but this also is in a gray period because when I do parts, it's just kind of more backstory. Dobby and all of them haven't been introduced just yet, so I might have to do another 0.5 part, but for the most part, everything's just like how do I put it? Him and Razor, they have a like solid relationship. She's kind of like a female Bakugo, really, because the way she talks and like the way she goes about things. But like her small backstory is pretty much like she works for an assassin organization. And once again, I did get inspired by someone by like a book, basically, but like it was like a digital one. So it's like a fan fiction. So I'm not saying I created this one. I'm just putting my own 2 cents on it. So, but she works for an organization. Basically, it's a hired gun. You go assassinate this person. They work for the highest bidder. Kind of like Kaluuya. Can you pronounce the man's name right? Off of Hunter x Hunter, right? So after she gets done with a job, she just goes back. But right now she's working for all One for All because she respects the dude. He treats her nice and all this good stuff. And Deku's up doing his science thing. He hears about this dude called the Hero Killer, and he's very interested to meet this man. And he does ask all for one about that. And he's just kind of like, so, who's the Hero Killer? And All for One's like, I'm sorry, my boy, I don't not possess the knowledge or information about that. But if this is something you're curious in, I can research this. And All for One is considering making this dude his disciple because he sees how intelligent this dude is, how quickly he learns, and he does know about his hidden quirk, but he doesn't let him know. He just keeps that a secret. And he does keep that a secret. And so that pretty much is like just like a summary. Like it's nothing dramatic that happens. I just needed to do the poll so I know exactly where I'm gonna take it. Let's see if I can add any bits of extra content to this. Him and Tosha, I don't know how to say this kid's name right. The dude with the hands. They don't like each other. Deku doesn't care for him, but the hand dude's just like, why do we even let this man into our ranks? Like, he's almost kind of upset, really. And he always asks All for One. He's like, hey, competition. Basically, he makes like the joke of, just to give y'all an example, like Xbox with a PlayStation. If you don't have competition, you're going to get lazy. So he wants to give, this man some competition. All right? Okay? And he's like, hey, if you don't work hard, he might surpass you. And he's good with hand-to-hand combat, and he's also good with other things. So how I'll extend this video, just to make it where y'all get a little bit more content, is there's also like side missions and stuff. And him and Razor went off to go basically on an errand practically. So they went to go fight some people. But the reason they're going to fight these people is because they were hired guns. And Deku's fighting, he's doing his own thing, not using any of his quirks or anything like that. He's just doing clean hand-to-hand. While Razor, her quirk is Razor's. That, hence the name. Most people in her society are named based off their quirks, if not have a name prior. So how this would really work is, she basically can make blades protrude from almost any point of her body. And, the cat. I forget you got cats. Ignore that. But, so they're fighting or whatever, but Deku gets some things happen to Deku, and after they come back, everyone knows what happens. No one talks about it. It's just kind of like an awkward place in time. But I did put this seed down because in a later part, this will play a very juicy factor into it. And if I ever do, because I have to look at the what's it called? Look it up again, because the what I got the inspiration for this video came from, they had some very, very good points in the story that I might want to reuse, or I might want to use. Also, tell me what ship y'all would like to see. I know one person was really wanting that Blood Girl to be with Deku, but I mean, like, if y'all could choose any UA student, females, guys, Any that person let me know that might play into the story later too. So yep, that's pretty much where we're gonna wrap this one up. Now, if you made it to this point of the video, appreciate it. Pretty much saying the same thing I said in all the other videos. First, last. You have a chance of winning this. And Hex, you have a chance of winning this too. So, but in the NR, you have a chance to win this too. Doing a battle pass giveaway because we're able to do that now on Fortnite, and I have some extra V-Bucks just from me working out the seasons and stuff. Also, I didn't put this in my other videos, but I will put it down in the comments though. Don't forget to check out that Discord because like that's pretty much just like a safe haven. Cause you know how toxic the internet be. Everyone's saying mean things and screaming and yelling and hurting feelings. Don't cry. But yeah, check that out. I'll come visit it every so often, depending on how many people actually go to it and actually mess with it. It's just really a place where y'all can talk about anime, whatever you really want to do. The rules will be there. It's self-explanatory. But besides that, I'm out. Oh, wait, I almost forgot one more thing. For this one, I want y'all to put in the comments. Let's see here. 12, all right? This is just saying that you made it to the end of the video. You would like to at least try to win the V-Bucks. Not the V-Bucks, but like the Battle Pass. So, yeah. Enjoy that. Catch y'all later.